There's something I find very moving in watching the gold medal ceremony in the Olympics. I find that as the gold medal is placed around the neck of the winner, the silver around those in second, the bronze around those in third, I find tears coming to my eyes, thinking about the great sacrifices that the people made, the hard work that it took to get there, and the goals that were met along the way. There's something about identifying in some way, not as a gold medalist for sure, but identifying with goals met, identifying with hard work, identifying with the grief of sacrifices made. And there's something about that identifying with the people standing on that platform, that podium, that moves me to tears. There's also a part of me that is moved to tears by those who didn't meet their goals, who didn't accomplish what they set out to accomplish. Now, these are weird responses for somebody who likes to dwell in the realm of ideas and concepts, and one who's not generally very emotionally expressive. But yet, there's something about watching world-class athletes compete that excites me, that moves me, that makes me emotional. It's watching that race come down to the finish line, first and second, neck and neck, with third place right behind, and I find my own adrenaline starting to rush as if I were the one in third place. It's watching that game and the lead go back and forth, where that anticipation, that excitement, and once again that adrenaline begins to rush. For these world-class athletes to accomplish these goals, to get to the place of greatness, perhaps setting a world record or being the best in the world in their sport, it took a lot of hard work to get there. But before the hard work, there's motivation, will, and desire. But yet before that motivation, will, and desire, there is a foundational belief, a belief that I could one day become a world athlete, a world-class athlete. That belief then led to the motives and the will, the drive and the desire. That belief that led to those drives and desire led to action, and that series of actions led to their accomplishment and those goals being met. But it all started with a belief. Our beliefs matter. That belief led to great accomplishment. Now, as sports might get my adrenaline rolling and my emotions going, there's nothing that calms me quite like being out in nature. I love going for a hike in the woods. A number of years ago, there was a place that I used to frequent. Had miles of nature paths through woods and along rivers and through open fields. Beautiful setting. It seemed like every time I went, I saw something new that I hadn't seen before. Perhaps a new species of bird or some sort of wildlife or plant that I had never observed before. Well, one day I was walking on the trails at that nature preserve. And there in front of me on the path, I saw something stretched out. I couldn't make it out from a distance, but as I got closer, it started to take shape. This 4-foot wide path had laying across it what I found out to be a 3-foot long snake. Now, simple math tells you that 4 minus 3 is 1. I had 1 foot of space to get around that snake. Now, this situation was complicated even more. As I got closer, I could see the markings on that snake. That snake had a very clear diamond pattern going down its back. And for those who live in the Midwest, they know that that is perhaps identifying our only venomous snake. As I got closer, I saw those clear diamond patches along its back. I saw its tail shaking. I saw its head rear back into striking position. Here I was, face to face with a venomous snake, 3 feet long across a 4-foot path. What do? Do I try to get around it and risk my health and safety? Do I go back and give up on the day? Well, I had a lot of time to think because I was staring down the snake for quite some time. Finally, I was able to overcome my fear and go through that 1 foot wide patch on the path and get around that snake. I made it, safely, alive. And as I continued on, about a half mile further down the path, I saw something that looked very similar. Once again, another snake. Same pattern, same shape, stretched out across the path that was the same width there. Only this snake was a little bit bigger. Now what do? Do I go back and face the previous nemesis that I had just conquered? Or do I take my risk at this one and keep moving forward? But once again, I had a long time to study that snake. I knew its shape, I knew its pattern. I was beginning to learn its behavior. But eventually, once again, I overcame fear with courage and got around that snake. Now, I have an undergraduate degree in biology, but I have to admit that snake identification is not one of my strong suits. So as I went home, I started looking up snakes from my region. And as I'm glancing through pictures, I saw it. There it was, this snake that I had seen, 2 of them, right there in front of me. Same shape of head, same diamond pattern down its back, same tail shape that was shaking at me, same posture in those pictures. And I identified it. But what I found out was it was not a poisonous rattlesnake. It was a simple eastern milk snake. Gentle, threatening looking, but harmless. Beliefs matter. In this case, I had a misguided belief, a belief in something that wasn't real or true. And that belief moved me to great fear. And it was misguided. Our beliefs really matter. Athletes can believe and put that belief into practice and accomplish greatness. Inventions have been made because somebody believed in what seemed impossible but was within the realm of reality. Others, by misguided belief, have faced great consequences. Our beliefs matter. But our beliefs must be grounded in reality and that which is true for them to be most effective. Now, our beliefs matter, but does that mean I can believe something into existence? Just by believing hard enough, can I make it happen? Now, I could believe that I too could be a world-class athlete. I could believe that one day I could beat Usain Bolt's 100-meter record. I could believe that very sincerely and very strongly. That belief could even motivate me to will and desire and to action, to training. However, being nearly half a century old, with asthma, genetically, physically, and due to my age, that belief would not be grounded in reality. And that belief could not lead to that accomplishment. So no matter how strongly or sincerely I believe it, it doesn't make it so. Our beliefs must be grounded in reality and truth. In this series of lectures, we're going to be looking at belief, perception, and reality. You see, our beliefs matter. Our beliefs motivate our actions. They motivate our morals, our ethics. They motivate us to do what we do and to become who we are. Our beliefs matter. But again, for our beliefs to be most effective, our beliefs must be grounded in reality and what is true. However, we have something between our beliefs and reality and truth called perception. Our beliefs are really formed on our perception of reality. Now, our perceptions are shaped by many things, and we'll be looking at that over the series of these next few lectures. But sometimes those things that come in and shape our perception can distort our sense of reality. And we end up having misguided beliefs in things that aren't true. However, we also have things that come in and shape our sense of perception in a way that it makes our perception of reality more clear. And we can understand what is real and what is true and see it more clearly because of those positive things that have shaped our perceptions. So again, over the course of these lectures, we're going to be looking at our belief, how our perceptions are formed, and what is reality. Is there a sense of absolute truth and absolute reality? Or is reality relative? How do we believe in these things? How do we perceive reality? So please do stay tuned over the series of these lectures as we talk about belief, perception, and reality, knowing that our beliefs matter.